A former St. Augustine High School football standout is now on trial for murder in the double shooting of a young couple during a drug deal back in 2020. The victims were 21-year-old Kyle Stein and his girlfriend, 16-year-old Sydney Roundsville. News 4 Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is joining us live from the St. Johns County Courthouse. Marilyn, Anthony Wilson contends the shooting was self-defense.
Yes, his attorneys inside told the court that he was shooting at a truck that was speeding towards him, but the state's evidence does not support that. What the state did show was the 16-year-old's bloody clothes and shoes. They had witnesses take the stand, telling us her last words and even crying out for her mother. The state attorney argues that Anthony Wilson had time to think before pulling the trigger. 16-year-old Sydney Roundsville asked witnesses if she was going to die.
We're trying to keep her alive, just keeping her alert.
A nurse and her neighbor told the court Tuesday they asked Roundsville questions, specifically who shot her.
She said, Anthony, and we said, Anthony? And she said, no, and it was very labored for her, and she said, Anthony.
Roundsville's family sitting, listening in tears. The trial for Anthony Wilson, who changed his guilty plea, revealing what led to the death of Roundsville and her 21-year-old boyfriend, Kyle Stein. In October 2020, the couple met Wilson to sell him weed. Roundsville sent Wilson a message saying, "Over here." 6 minutes later, the first 911 call comes in. Something happened, causing Stein to drive away in his truck with Roundsville in the passenger seat. The state says Wilson chased them on foot with a gun. The truck crashed. Wilson walks over and shoots into the truck 4 times, killing them. The defense is calling this a drug deal gone bad and a justifiable homicide.
Mr. Wilson met with Kyle Stein and Sydney Roundsville to purchase some marijuana. Mr. Wilson gave them money, but then wanted the money back because of the poor quality of the marijuana that was being given to him. They said no, and an argument ensued.
Defense attorneys say Wilson acted in self-defense, firing at the truck they say was speeding towards him, trying to run him over. But they haven't yet established that argument with some of the state's witnesses. The state says Wilson left a breadcrumb trail of money, clothes, and drugs from where he shot the couple and the pond he was found hiding in. Witnesses took pictures of him running through the neighborhood. The gun was never found in this case, but the state says the bullets found in the victims' autopsies match the bullet in the truck.
When he was chasing them, he had the opportunity to think about what he was about to do. And after Kyle crashed his truck, he did it. And that's called premeditated first-degree murder. And then when he used that force and went inside their vehicle and stole a cell phone, money, and marijuana, that's a robbery. And that's called first-degree felony.
Now, you heard their opening statements about what started this whole thing, but that has not been made clear, and the defense is going to have to establish that to help build up their self-defense case. Court picks back up tomorrow morning, 8:45. Reporting live, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.